European Union has taken stride in circular economy practices. It has, in a way, come out as the pioneer in guiding the world on circular practices. According to a European Parliament report, almost 39% of plastic waste is incinerated in the EU member states. 31% goes to landfill and 30% of it is recycled. Ocean plastic and single use plastic has been a major challenge in the European Union and also across the world. The 27 nations of EU are India's largest trading partner for goods with trade exceeding $100 billion. The bloc is one of the largest investors in India with a cumulative investment of over $91 billion. On July 15, 2020, India and European Union adopted a joint declaration on moving towards a more circular economic model that provides for reduction in primary resource consumption and enhances the use of secondary raw material. The Indian delegation at the summit was led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while the EU team was headed by the President of European Council, Charles Michel, and President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen. The declaration was adopted at a virtual summit of the leaders of the two sides that resolved to significantly expand bilateral economic engagement, recognizing that post COVID 19 recovery priorities offer opportunities to unleash the full potential for trade and investment ties. Under the new framework of circular economic model, the two sides vow to strengthen ongoing cooperation by exchanging regulatory and standardization approaches, management systems, best practices, and joint research in the field of resource efficiency, energy efficiency, and circular economy. European Union introduced plastic tax and green dot. Let's watch the upcoming video to understand about EU's circular strategy.
Has taken a stride in circular economy practices. It has, in a way, come out as a pioneer in guiding the world on circular practices. We understand that the policy changes related to a circular economy have been frequent in the EU. So what are the latest EU regulations on circular economy practices?
Thanks a lot for your questions, and thanks for the invitations. I'm very glad to be here and to be part of this event. I think it's really interesting to see what are the common challenges between EU and India about circular economy, because I'm sure we have the same challenges regarding plastics, regarding raw materials, and also regarding littering, for example. So I think it's a good first step really to understand what are challenges, for example, in EU. So in EU, we had the circular economy package. So it was launched by the European Commission in 2015, and the main idea of the circular economy package was to avoid waste and to accelerate the circularity of products. So what does it mean in practice? I would like to go to the next slide, please. It means really to save the resources and to save the loss of biodiversity, to be sure that we have a competitivity for the industries across Europe, and also to be sure of the exchanges between the internal markets and outside of the border of the EU regarding the raw materials and regarding the competitivity of raw materials, virgin materials, and secondary raw materials, to be sure we can include secondary raw materials inside new products. And also to have a large competitivity of the recycling activities, because it's really new for EU, but it's also new for India to have such activities, and to have the circular economy idea across the value chain, which means for the eco-design stage to the final stage of the product, and to be sure that at the end of the day, we could use the product for a new product, and to be sure we have a complete loop of all products across EU. Next slide, please. So in practice, in 2015, with the circular economy package, which was launched by the European Commission, we had 6 main actions. So the first one was about the European strategy for plastic in the circular economy, and we will talk about it later. A second one is about interface between chemical products and waste legislations. So what does it mean? It means to have the same balance of regulations and requirements for chemical, for products, and for waste, to be sure that it's in the good conditions for the consumers. And at the end, we have the secondary raw materials we could include into new products and could be safe for the consumers. The circular economy monitoring framework. So it's it's just before. It's the third pillar. It's the other one. Sorry, it's the sixth pillar of the circular economy package. So the slide before, yeah, thank you. So the monitoring framework, what it is, it's to be sure of the commitments of the industries and to be sure of the efficiency of the regulations at European levels regarding the circular economy for all stakeholders, so also for member states and for industries. Specific reports on critical raw materials. So it's really to know what is concretely the dependence between the materials inside the internal markets, so European internal markets, and outside of the EU, and to be sure of the dependency that we have and how we could really have an autonomy regarding materials at the European level, and to have a new cooperations with countries outside of EU. And it's one of the targets of the EU-India joint declarations. We have also a specific focus on oxo-degradable plastic. So I don't know what is the concrete amount at the Indian scale, but at the European scale, it was a specific problems regarding the recyclability of such plastics. So we had a specific report under the circular economy package, and we had a specific measures on oxo-degradable plastics with the European strategy for plastic. And we have another pillar, which was the directive on port reception facilities. So what it is, it was really to have a monitoring of waste shipments and to be sure that at the end of the day, the waste that we have under the boat that will be fully recyclable, or will have concrete solutions at the European level and not outside of the EU. So we hold this package. We had negotiations at the European level, and we had concrete regulations that entered into force in 2018. Next slide, please. And with now the new European Commissions, which is led by Ursula von der Leyen, as you explained, we have now an European Green Deal. So the main idea is really to accelerate the ambitions and the political ambitions of the European Commissions regarding environmental targets. So what does it mean? It means that we need to have a balance between the carbon neutrality, the farm to fork sector, so really the farm sector plus the circular economy. And my idea is to be the leader of the energy transitions and the environmental transitions at the global level. So it needs to rethink all the models at the European level, to be sure to have the commitments of the industries to we have a new visions regarding the circularity of the farm sector, and also to have a new sectors in mind and new focus on the circular economy action plan. It's the next slide. We'll talk about it. So now with this new circular economy action plan, which is under the European Green Deal, we have new targets and new sectors that we need to focus on, which are as a building sector, because we had huge efforts to make at the European level for building sector, but such as in India. On plastics also, because it was really focused before on packaging and electronic products, but now we need to have a big picture on plastics, which means also as a textile, which means also automotive. So it's really an important issue. And also on littering. So we had specific measures on littering with the Single-Use Plastic Directive. We'll talk about it later. But now really it's to avoid littering and to accelerate the movement for reusable products, to be sure that we will ensure the targets that we have for 2025 and 2030. I think all those elements will answer to your questions.
resource efficiency and circular economy gains should deliver benefits along all three dimensions of sustainability, and wherever possible should mean no loss of prosperity. They are intended to reduce pressure on the environment and boost the competitiveness and growth of economy while creating new and securing existing jobs. Voluntary action and incentives play a key role. When developing and monitoring economic indicators to track resource efficiency, adequate account must be given to the existing situation as an industrial and manufacturing base with primary extractive industry. Political debate has increasingly honed in on resource efficiency in the recent years. Resource efficiency and circular economy is also gaining importance internationally. Several countries all across the world have been actively involved in making policies in these areas. The next two topics will give you a full idea on how India and other countries are tackling this issue. It also may be noted that this is a self-paced, self-read chapter. We congratulate you for finishing this course. You are ready to apply circular principles in your business. If you are an entrepreneur and you are wanting to develop your business model, you may also like to take our next course on circular business models. We wish you luck for your circular endeavors.